Hey everybody, it's Tracy again. I'm going to share with you real quick this tool here that I heard about from one of my favorite YouTube channels, My Sister's Scrapper or Ginger Rope. And she had mentioned the explosion board, which that's what this is. She said she couldn't find it, and somebody had commented that HSN had it. But her video was that she made an explosion box, and I myself have made them. But finding out about this makes it so much easier, I think, because you don't have to do all the measurement thinking. It does it for you. And so I went over to HSN, and it was, I think, like $29.95. And so, of course, I had to have it. My husband's very thankful that I have my own job so I can pay for all my crafty hoards. I did try it out before this video, so I'll show you the one that I did, because I found out not only was it just the explosion board, it has 7 different sizes that it makes. It comes with this awesome scoring tool, which you can never have enough of. It comes with the heart templates, which I'll show you what those are for, which, I mean, you could use them for anything, but they came with this for one specific thing in mind. And then it also came with, obviously it came with the instructions, but then it came with this, and I did not know. I guess I should read the descriptions of what I'm purchasing. It's a 48 count basil cardstock, 80 pounds. And so I was super stoked because it's textured. The one I'm going to show you is got these little polka dots on it. But so that was amazing. Like, I was super excited. This is the paper that I'm using. I don't know if you can see the polka dots. I'm videoing in my kitchen, which I told you last night why. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this here. So what size I'm doing is, I pre-cut my papers, by the way. I'm going to do the medium size. It says a medium size, you need to use a 9 by 9 inch piece of cardstock. It will end up making a 3-inch box. Excuse me. And then the lid, you will need a 5.5 inch by 5.5 inch piece of cardstock as well. So, and I did even better. I thought it was just for explosion boxes, but it's for a standard box. You can glue it together. You can make an explosion box. You can make one with heart-shaped corners. You can just do rounded corners. The one I'm going to show you is the square corners. I guess I should get in the view here. So heart-shaped corners, rounded corners. This one here is the one I'm going to show you right now, and it's just the cut out corners so that it lays flat. What's even better is, I will have to try, is this one here. It makes pockets on there. And then you can do a gatefold album, or gatefold card, excuse me. And so I'm like super excited that I only spent 30 bucks plus tax, shipping and handling, whatnot. I'm not advertising to get this awesome tool for myself. And what's even better is you can put a box inside of a box inside of a box, which is what Ginger did on her, excuse me, did on her video. Or you could just do one box, one of the extra large box, and put a gift in it. So I cut out my paper, and simple. All I have to do is, instead of on this other one, like I said, which I'll show you in a minute, instead of cutting the diagonal lines, because there's a diagonal line that you would cut to the main square score line. Sorry, I spit on my piece of paper. Is you're going to find the size that you're doing. And like I said, I'm doing the medium. So here's the medium right here. And you simply, you just score down the vertical line on all 4 sides. You rotate it 90 degrees. Okay. And 3rd time. And 4th time. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see those score lines there on all 4 sides, and you're going to fold it and score it. My favorite scoring tool is actually in my craft room. It's kind of hidden in there somewhere. I have several of these things because you can never have enough of them. And every board that you get from Memory Keepers comes with these. So my husband told me I needed to do more tutorials, and I agreed with him. And then somebody had commented on one of my videos that they'd like to see more tutorials as well. So there is the box there. Now, normally on an explosion box, if you wanted to keep these corners, you would score a diagonal here, in which it says to score at your box size line and then score at the diagonal to your box size line. But the one that I'm doing, you actually cut these corners out. So get Fiskars or your Tim Holtz or whatnot. And you just cut these corners out. The other one that says the pocket corners, so what you do instead of, wow, I didn't cut that very well. Instead of cutting this off, what you do is you cut it at a diagonal this way, and then it folds over, and then you do the same on the opposite side. You cut at a diagonal here, and it folds over and makes a pocket. So we're going to cut all 4 corners out, and don't throw them away because you can use them, right? And so we're going to cut all of those. I like this type of explosion box, but I also really like this other one that I made on my previous video. And I did do a video on that one. Unfortunately, then I read the instructions and seen that there was more than just one type of box you could make with this board. So once you get all 4 corners cut out, and you don't have these little stragglers in the corner because you didn't cut all the way to the corner like you should, then you have a box that just closes up like this. But you have to have a lid, right? So then on this, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go to your medium-sized score line, score and turn. Score and turn. I think I might have cut this paper the wrong size because it doesn't seem like it's going to work out so well. I did something wrong. Now I'm super sad. I don't know what I did wrong, but I believe that is the wrong piece of paper. You know what I did? I didn't do it wrong. I'm scoring in the wrong line. Don't listen to me on this lid part. You got to score on the lid part. So we're going to grab one of these scraps here, because on the lid, you use what's called the lid scoring line right there. Not the box scoring line, the lid scoring line. Good thing this isn't live, right? So you're going to look at your instructions here, and the lid, it says 5.5 by 5.5. So you grab that scrap piece of paper that you did not get rid of, and you're going to cut to the 5.5 and the 5.5 line. I knew that didn't look right when I was scoring it, because it literally, I don't know if you can see that, it had 2 lines in the center. That doesn't work. So anyways, you're going to score on the score line that says lid. It even has a picture on there. And I will not be editing this video. I just I don't edit them much like I used to. I think it makes it more fun that way. Okay, so now it's scored properly. And this one, I believe you could cut one corner down. So I believe that's what you're supposed to do. Let me see here. Wrong side. I will get this eventually. Anyways, so it doesn't really say on there how to do it. But what I would do, you could either score it at a diagonal to the corner, or you could cut one side, if I remember correctly. And what it does is it just makes a little flap. Make sure that you cut the opposite side on each one. so that it will tuck in properly. Okay, so it's the opposite side. I don't know that you can see that. Okay, then you get out your adhesive. I love my score tape. And just make sure that you put quite a bit on there. Well, not a lot, but I mean, I do put a lot on there. You're only going to do it on these little corners here. And I have this monster roll that I picked up at my local scrapbook store, but you can get this online at several different sites. Score tape site. I used to do that when we had our own business, and we don't have that any longer, unfortunately. I miss some of the people, but I honestly do not miss the business at all. So let me get this off of here. I'm trying not to make this video too long, and sometimes that happens, you know. Especially when you screw up and you score on the wrong score line. That makes it all the more fun, right? And it's not a wasted paper. I could use it for something, I'm sure. And one more here. Oops. Make sure that you get that paper stuck down really well, your adhesive stuck down really well, because otherwise you're pulling that adhesive up with the paper backing. Okay, and then one more corner. Okay. And then you could probably score the corners there as well. I was doing super good and then not. Okay, so then you fold up your box sides. And you put your box on there. And there you go. So it is a box, but it could also be an explosion box. And you could, like I said, you could stack them in there. So there's that one. And then the one that I did on the previous video that I changed out. Here's my lid. And here's my box, and there's that heart corner I was telling you about. And I made the extra large box. And so this is a different type of explosion box because it has the fancy heart corners, or what I think could be clovers for St. Patrick's Day, right? So then you just tuck that lid right on there. Maybe, possibly. And there's another box. I need to glue it down a little bit better. And then you just pop that box lid off of there, and there you go. So, like I said, you can make the 7 different sizes. And then there's the standard box where you would actually glue these in. You would just glue them down to where it doesn't explode. It would just literally stay a box. You could cut them off and do this one here. You could put it inside, you know. I mean, there's lots of possibilities. And like I said, I didn't realize that you could also make the gatefold card and the squash card, which is way down here, which I've never made before. And then the pocket corners. So anyways, there's my video. And I just want to remind you that I do have a video I posted last night, 2 videos last night. One of them is my 200 subby giveaway. There are some requirements, and it will end on Friday the 26th. But go ahead and go on over there and check it out. And I just want to say thanks for stopping by, liking, commenting, subscribing, and you all have a fabulous evening. Bye.